Hey guys, quick video today. I want to talk about failure. Now, Steve Jobs had a saying that I love, which is always fail forward. And this is in relation to whether you have a reset or relapse. I want you to not feel guilty or shame around that. And instead, I want you to think of it as failing forward. And what that means is that you're learning something. You're identifying what your trigger was. You're discovering what set you off and what was that breaking point that turned you to not following your true path or your goal. So you're always failing forward. There is no real thing as failure with this because you're always learning and you're always growing. So that's a mindset that's really important to have, because the worst thing that can happen is if you fail and you feel guilty and you feel shame and then you just quit. We don't want those feelings as human beings. We avoid them. So we want to rethink our perspective around this as no such thing as a failure, only a learning opportunity. Because whatever you identify as your trigger or your failing point, the next time around when you get to that point, you're going to get the benefits of the streak. And you're also going to identify what that challenge was that you were having, and then you're going to grow through it and move past it. And if you really think about it, that's kind of the whole basis of evolution. We're always failing, we're always learning, and that's how we grow. And isn't that the point of this whole thing? To improve and to grow. So the other thing I want to quickly touch on is a technique called speed of play. And a lot of coaches use this with high-level athletes. When they give an athlete a plan of attack for a game or a match, a lot of times the athlete will fail, or not use the word fail, but they'll have a setback and they won't, the strategy doesn't work out. So speed of play is how quickly can you bounce back when your original strategy doesn't work? How quickly can you get back onto the field of play so that you could keep your eye on the prize and win the game, and switch strategies if you have to? If you think of an athlete at a very high level, they're not missing their strategy opportunity and then beating themselves up and getting depressed, feeling guilty, feeling shame. If they did that, they would lose the game. They got to stay focused, they got to be on their toes, and they got to be able to switch between strategies quickly. There is no time for shame, guilt, or remorse, right? And that's what speed of play is. It's a technique I highly recommend you implement if you fail. It's like, how quickly can you bounce back and get on to the next strategy and continue your next streak while maintaining that thought that you're failing forward, okay? This is the game. Nobody's perfect. There are going to be failures and resets, and you just got to learn from them and quickly flip the switch and get back on the field of play and start reaping those benefits and continue. And if you do this enough time and you're persistent, you're going to grow, you're going to learn, and that is what this whole movement is about. It's about growth, improvement, and living your best life. So we'll see you tomorrow.